So today we're going to be doing reacting to the Nintendo Direct. We are live on YouTube and Twitch. Then we'll next be live on Thursday. We won't be. My phone's back to working again. The company's not hardly staffed up. So, soft bread. Thank you for the follow. We're not gonna change pretty much now. Reading this off music now. Sing chat. This is one where it's Nintendo presents like Treehouse, so it's like drinking the end of my drink. I may need to go do. I did do a quick wee, but I may need to go pee like before we leave this now. It's been a little bit chilly today, like the last year. Wearing a jumper. Nice and cozy here. Ready to react. I've reacted to a Nintendo Treehouse, I think, before, like I think I like the second day of Nintendo Treehouse when the Switch 2 came out. I've reacted to like loads of so like essentially every year from like the summer where any director can to do. Obviously other times of the year I do try, but I'm always a bit more limited as to what I can do. But feel free to put your predictions in the chat now. Honestly do know what's going to come. We have had some good hitters across the board from what we were talking about in yesterday's stream. Nintendo's had some good hitters like Pokopia, Tamagotchi Live. We also had like the Switch 2 version of Disney Dreamlight Valley this year. With the Trump update, we also have had like Yoshi's Mystery, so we'll probably see like some more. It's like 7 AM PT, 10 AM ET, and then starts like 3 PM my time. So I've quite early. Kind of saw that it started on this screen. I was like, I need to lay it to like get to them. Honestly do not know what to expect. I have people in chat that fun cozy game, just gaming in video, that have seen like 22 showcases. I've seen this will be my 3rd showcase. I literally just saw. I reacted to the Wholesome Direct, then I watched in It's Actually Alan's chat the It's actually Alan and Fiona watching the Xbox. And that's good. Like, if you go back and look through the chat on yesterday's stream, you will see like loads of what we were talking about gaming ones, I feel like. So I do quite like the screen. I did finish yesterday the treasure hunt event, so I will have a video on YouTube coming for that. So exciting to see what comes. Like, obviously, there'll probably be more showcases. Obviously, this is the one that showcases. Like, for the Wholesome Direct this year, I put so many games on my wish list. Like, if you go back and watch Sunday's stream, I, went through and added games to my wish list. I also played, a bit of Story of Seasons Scrap Design. Soon I will be ranking all my games I've played. Soon that will be coming. Essentially, there's lots of videos coming. Now I'm back with way more time. And story notes. It might introduce 6 streams later in the summer. Obviously from the 11th of July to the 25th of July, which I'm also near at the time, I will not be streaming. Because I'll be away, so... Last time Nintendo had a direct, I think it was on Sky, the new Sky Box game, pretty sure that was. I'll look that up. That one was way too late for me to actually be shooting. The last direct was Star Fox. That was a specific game direct last time. It was a pretty good game, and I would have, if it was at a sensible time, would have streamed it, no problem. It was just 11 o'clock at night. I couldn't stream at that time. So... hit the jump off.
Explore, create, and share your island paradise in the Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 Edition game. Use mouse controls to design and decorate intuitively. See your friends' reactions with camera play support. And up to 12 friends can play together online, including on Slumber Island. Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Available now.
Here we go.
Wait, what's this shit? I think we have 10 minutes to go. Donkey Kong 64 available now. I have obviously, when I one of my this was Nintendo 64, not 964, by the way. I had a teacher that had a Nintendo 64, and we got.
Prep the R-Wings. We've got a job to do, Star Fox. We're gonna take the system back from Andros, one planet at a time.
So you want us to cause some mayhem? That's my kind of plan.
It's the deadliest stretch of space in the system, Fox.
We'll be pushing the limits like never before.
This is it, Star Fox. Let's show them how it's done.
Star Fox, available June 25th.
June 25th. That looks like Mario Kart.
Listen to Nintendo game music anytime, anywhere. Nintendo Music. Let's go over some updates to the service.
Listen on computer.
Nintendo Music can now be accessed on web browsers, so you can listen on your computer. A larger screen helps make it easier to identify game titles and playlists you're interested in.
The
The Nintendo Music app is also available on compatible tablets. That means you can browse music on a larger screen than you'd find on a smartphone. You can also enjoy Nintendo Music on the road with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay support. Music can be selected from your vehicle's touchscreen.
That's good for the people.
Voice control is also available. You can say, play a rainy day, to play music that fits the scenery and vibe of your drive.
Like raining.
From recent and upcoming releases to nostalgic classics, more tracks will be added to Nintendo Music over time. With tunes to match your lifestyle, you can listen to Nintendo game music anytime, anywhere.
Nintendo Music.
Nintendo Music is included with an active Nintendo Switch Online membership.
Super Mario.
Come one call! Here's what's sprouting in the Flower Kingdom! A new power-up! Rosalina and Luma! Assist mode! Double badges! And oh, the Koopalings! And over in the brand new Belleville Park, Camp Central with the Toad Brigade training camp! Do it solo or team up! And speaking of teaming up, attractions galore in Attraction Central! Local wireless multiplayer, including game share support, online multiplayer, co-op attractions, versus attractions, lots of collectibles! And there's still so much more to experience! So what are you waiting for? The Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Meetup in Belleville Park game is available now on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already have Super Mario Bros. Wonder on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition by purchasing the Upgrade Pack. 3 amiibo figures from Super Mario Bros. Wonder are also available now.
What's not that one?
Samus! I've been waiting for this.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Prime 4. That looks like Mario Tennis Field. I think that's good.
Okay, let's go.
Available now, both digitally and physically. That looks good. That looks like Tom Watch Life Living the Dream.
Crystal seems to be everywhere these days.
Like
The hustle never stops. But what's she spending her money on? Alright! Work it!
I give up.
Ever since Angie's misadventures and romance,
I'm happy Angie's fun.
Crystal has a new gig. Part-time cheerleader and full-time
Our
friend.
special granola parfait infused with hot dough.
That's not...
This will totally go viral.
Sure, you do you. She understands that sometimes you need to be with nature. Share quality time goofing off with friends. Who is this guy?
The secondhand embarrassment is strong.
Would you make me something?
Or even explore your creative side.
One sec. Do you like it?
Wow.
Done.
I do like it because it's like voice actors.
Okay, Picasso.
I don't know if
At
that's
the end of
just
the
game
day,
or whether it's
Crystal
actually
never
voice
clocks
acting.
out from being a pal. But she does have to clock back in at the food mart. Hey, drop it! That's a good doggy. Tomodachi life, living the dream.
Available now. There is a demo, so if I wasn't going to try this, not though, probably will. I will play the demo first before going out.
Please come again.
I do have on my tablet and Nintendo to figure it out. Gremlin to go on it? Not really. Look at my friends, there's a lot of space in here. Literally got seconds till the direct. I think it's meant to be like a 50-minute direct. This one's said something about being rated mature. I do think this is pretty cool.
everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. First, here's a game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch system. Please, take a look at this.
Hello. Beep. My name is Lowell Miss Reeds, and I'm known for my reading aloud skills and more. Beep. I'm here today to help show you the Rhythm Heaven Groove game. Beep.
Rhythm Heaven Groove. It looks difficult, but it's something I've played.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
I wouldn't play this.
Playing this game is pretty simple. Just get into the groove and press the correct button. That's all there is to it. But it's not always the same rhythm. Listen carefully to the beat. Find your flow, and you'll be able to feel the rhythm. 2, 3, 4, now. 2, 3, now. 2, now. 2, 3, now. Over 80 all-new rhythm games are included. And as you play through the game, you can unlock different modes. For example,
The kingdom's everlasting peace rests on your shoulders. Finally, you're awake.
go forth, magician,
I can't lose.
and use the magical power of rhythm to beat monsters. Cast a fire spell with BA, BA, and a healing spell with B down A, B down A, like that.
So you really want to fight, huh?
What spells will strike a chord against the foes you face? Groove on and tip the scales to victory.
It's time for the Who's Got Rhythm quiz show.
Plus, there are even more rhythm games in the lineup. Enjoy all of this while playing solo. And
Dan, Emily, Leo, Sarah. We're under attack. Beep.
up to 4 players can enjoy dedicated rhythm games. Note the timing and block the arrows.
Grab the snack at exactly 3 o'clock. Beep.
Or aim for 3 o'clock on the dot.
Emily got the snack.
There are over 30 cooperative and competitive games to play. Get into the groove solo or with friends when Rhythm Heaven Groove hits the Nintendo Switch system July 2nd. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
This one looks like it's available.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove for Nintendo Switch. You'll also be able to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Please wait just a little longer for its release. From here, we'll introduce games coming to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
You might be saying some Switch.
Let's begin with some headlines.
Master the Way of the Sword.
Master the Way of the Sword, that's Nintendo Switch 2.
Let's see your best tonight.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, a new entry in the Sword Play Action series, is slashing onto Nintendo Switch 2. Edo-era Kyoto has been overrun by monsters known as Genma. Now, Miyamoto Musashi must prove himself beyond measure. A parry. Deflect. And the powerful counterattack Isen. Master these techniques to strike down the enemies in your path. Oni armaments are also at your disposal to turn the tides of battle. You can even use Joy-Con 2 motion controls to intuitively slay Genma. As fates intertwine, Will you cut down those that stand in your way? Onimusha, Way of the Sword, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, September 25th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
So that's good, there's a Switch 2 exclusive coming.
Your unwritten epic begins.
That looks like another Switch 2.
Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen is heading to Nintendo Switch 2. You are the Arisen, a hero burdened with the fate of slaying the dragon who has taken your heart. In this expanded version of Dragon's Dogma 2, explore the new land of Norgan, seek out spoils, then appraise them to reveal new weapons, armor, or skills. With these arms at the ready, take down powerful monsters in this single-player action RPG adventure. From a fighter specializing in close-range combat to a mage skilled in spell casting, choose the vocation that fits your playstyle. Plus, you can lead up to 3 pawns, custom companions who act on their own. When taking on massive monsters, you can climb them to strike their weak points. Fighting alongside your pawns is key to victory. In a world between dark and light, embark on an adventure and tell a tale all your own. What fate awaits the Arisen and their pawns? Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen launches on Nintendo Switch 2, October 9th. Otherworldly endeavors await in these games. Earth has been driven to the brink of annihilation by mysterious life forms called the Nativa. Now, join Eve on her mission to save humanity and reclaim the planet. Engage in high-speed combat that focuses on timing. Then find your opening and strike. Defeat enemies to acquire new skills. Then strategically deploy them to fit the situation. Can you save humanity and reclaim Earth for humankind? Stellar Blade launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
2026, we don't have a date for that.
Blast off in the 2-player co-op adventure Orbitals. Protect your home in an expedition across the galaxy. There are many interstellar areas to explore. Melt ice to make a path. Activate devices in time with the beat. Escape from incoming enemies and more. Brave the dangers ahead in your voyage through the stars. 2 players can also work together locally or online using GameShare. Work together and overcome the crisis of the cosmos. Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system September 3rd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Journey through the Glade of Dreams in this bold reimagining of Rayman Legends. When a shadowy villain starts spreading corruption, it's up to Rayman and his friends to leap, glide, and punch their way through charming and colorful worlds. Ride dragons across realms. Dive into 4 new musical stages. And enjoy more added content. Up to 4 players can go out on a limb in local co-op. You can also play a revamped version of Kung Fu using GameShare locally or online. Rayman Legends Retold launches on Nintendo Switch 2, October 1st. It's a great day for a big walk. Get lost with friends in this online co-op walking and talking adventure. Set off through a peaceful world, brimming with challenges, puzzles, and lots of things to discover. Enjoy the sights and sounds as you work together to find your way around. Use all sorts of tools to stay in touch. And figure out new methods of communicating if you're in a pickle. They might even be a little unconventional. And if you're not quite up to adventuring, you can always just relax with your pals. Enjoy the sunset, dance the night away, or steal something from a friend and kick it into the ocean. You know, the usual stuff. You can also use mouse controls or hang out with friends using cross-platform play. After all, spending quality time together is the best part of a big walk. Strolling onto Nintendo Switch 2, August 4th.
So there's lots coming up this year.
Season the Seas.
This one's for both Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. This one definitely looks like Pixel art.
Build your very own floating restaurant with the Straw Hat Crew.
This one I would play.
Cook up recipes with Sanji.
This one's from the Switch 2 version. It says
Craft the menu. Decorate it to your liking.
I do like
Then serve your customers as you run the restaurant. By searching for and collecting ingredients, you'll expand your menu offerings. Use devil fruit abilities to prepare piping hot steaks. Or whip up tongue-tingling tauntaun noodles. You can make all sorts of delicious dishes. Spend in-game money to change up the restaurant's interior and expand it to attract even more customers.
The skin does look
Over 400 characters from the One Piece series will appear. Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Get ready for a feast of epic proportions in One Piece Grand Gourmet. Sailing onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 23rd.
This is like my favorite game so far. Pokemon Pokopia.
Keep adventuring in Pokemon Pokopia, even beneath the sea. Explore the world on the ocean floor with a free update.
This one's a
By using the new move Dive, you can enjoy life with Pokemon living under the sea. Plant grass, build structures, and expand your towns underwater.
Like a full DLC.
This free update is scheduled to release in August 2026. And there's more! The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC is on the way. Discover a brand new town, Bubbly Basin. There you'll find new furniture, new outfits, and new friends.
I'm not really the biggest Pokemon person.
The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
This one switched to exclusive.
Part 1 of the paid DLC, Bubbly Basin, launches this August. Part 2 and Part 3 will launch at a later date. Look out for more details in the future.
We hope you're looking forward to more content for Pokemon Pokopia via a free update and paid DLC. Next, please take a look at this.
Wonder what's coming next.
This is the Dagdan Empire, a prosperous land ruled by the gods. The capital, Daxian, plays host to the Heroic Games, the winner of which is granted one wish. Powerful fighters from across the land have gathered to participate. The story revolves around 4 heroes. Kai, a young boy determined to win the games to save his imprisoned father. Dietrich, a swordsman ever on the hunt for a stronger foe. Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill the long-held dream of her homeland. And Lita, a musician with her sights set on revenge. Guide whichever character you choose to victory as they weave their own unique tale. Between matches, you can strengthen your forces in different ways. Hone your techniques at the training grounds.
I'm figuring it out.
Recruit new allies. Or travel beyond Daxian's walls to gain experience. How you spend your free time is up to you. Combat takes the form of turn-based tactical battles. Consider your weapon's range and your unit's strengths on the battlefield. Plus, each of the 4 main characters comes with their own special techniques. By using these techniques to the fullest, you might turn the tide of battle.
Rejoice with me at the advent of the underworld.
You look upon the Promised One, who will route you here and guide the living to salvation. How did it feel to upheave the world? Begone from us, the darkest dark.
Just might switch to flat level since I can just switch to exclusive.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th. Alongside the standard edition, there will be a special edition, the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagden Collection, that launches the same day. Please look forward to it. Let's continue with some more headlines.
Welcome to the next level of ninja battles.
Looks like it's just exclusive.
The first part of Ninja 2 is sneaking onto Nintendo Switch 2. After accidentally breaking a forbidden seal, you're stranded on an uncharted planet. Overcome the dangers lurking here to safely return to Earth in this open-world action-adventure. Use Ninja Gum to freely traverse this vast world in search of clues to get back home. You can also blow a bubble to float in the air. Defeat enemies blocking your path with weapons crafted from Ninja Gum. You can even summon buddies with Gum Ninjutsu to unleash powerful attacks. Additionally, up to 4 ninja can team up in local or online multiplayer to chew through tough battles. The first part of Ninja 2, The Uncharted Planet, launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system next spring.
Like next year.
The DK Challenge barrels in.
The Donkey Kong Challenge barrels in.
Coming to Nintendo Switch Online on Nintendo Switch 2, the limited time DK Challenge event. Take on challenges across many Donkey Kong games available with Nintendo Classics. By completing them, you can earn and enjoy collectible digital challenge cards. And if you have Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges. Try out ones geared for beginners, or take on developer challenges for something with a bit more punch. Rediscover Donkey Kong games, play challenges, and complete your card collection. DK Challenge can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch Online app on the home menu of your Nintendo Switch 2. You'll be able to barrel through these limited time challenges starting later today. Plus, in the Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island and Emerald Rush paid DLC, a limited time collaboration with Super Mario Bros. Is breaking through. Enjoy outfits for DK and Pauline, inspired by Mario and Luigi. Plus, there are coins, super mushrooms, question blocks, and more. Experience Emerald Rush as you've never seen it before with a Super Mario Bros. Twist. This limited time collaboration event will be held in 4 waves with the first wave beginning later today. From the creators of Vampire Survivors.
領域展開
The latest game from the makers of Vampire Survivors, Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon, casts a spell onto Nintendo Switch 2. Up to 8 players can compete online for the top spot in this Survivors Royale. At the start of a match, players don't battle directly. Instead, take down enemies on your own map to earn points. Each time you earn 100 points, you can add a rule to your run, including ones that hinder other players. The match culminates in a head-to-head final battle between the top 2 players. Who will be the final survivor? More than 20 characters from the Jujutsu Kaisen series appear. Characters can be unlocked just by playing. Battle online with players near and far, or go it alone against computer-controlled opponents. Exorcise curses, dominate rivals, and rise to the top. Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. Are you up for the challenge in these games? Brutal, unforgiving battles storm onto Nintendo Switch 2. In a forsaken world, a looming darkness devours all in its path. Now, only one kingdom endures. Defy the will of the gods to save what remains of humanity. Master brutal melee combat, devastating sorceries, and lethal ranged attacks. Test your mettle against towering abominations on your journey across the realms of the living and the dead. A hero must rise for a god to fall. Lords of the Fallen 2 launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this fall. Enter a darkly elegant world based on the story of Pinocchio in Lies of P. In a city under siege, you must fight rampaging mechanical puppets and seek the cause of this upheaval while confronting your own humanity. Take on enemies using customizable weapons and prosthetic arms that allow you to swap between different abilities. But know this, the lies you tell will alter your fate. Lies of P Complete Edition, which includes Overture, a prequel expansion to the main game, launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. The most recent entry in the legendary Devil May Cry series is slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2. Play as Nero, Dante, V, and Virgil, each armed with different battle styles, as you fight off hordes of demons and epic bosses. Pull off stylish attacks, dodges, and combos with your vast arsenal of weapons and skills. Enjoy thrilling, high-octane combat at 60 frames per second in both TV mode and handheld mode. Plus, additional content such as battle tracks, character colors, and Devil Breaker weapons for Nero are included. Devil May Cry 5 Devil Hunter Edition launches on Nintendo Switch 2 June 23rd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Enter a mystical era deep in Japan's past. 6 souls determined to forge their own destinies.
So you're looking for some runaway ninja named Kisuke?
We still have some unfinished business in this world. I shall make him pay.
Let's show him we farmers have spirit.
You sentence me to die 7 days from now?
I'd start repenting if I were you.
An action RPG for the ages. What fate awaits those who wield the demon blades? Muramasa, Revenant Blades.
This one, Switch 1 and Switch 2, early 2027.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these 3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are incoming. All 3 games run at 60 frames per second. with 4K resolution in TV mode or Full HD in handheld mode.
I don't know if
in-game cutscenes also have enhanced resolution and frame rate.
That's what it looks like.
Not only that,
compared to Switch 2.
but you can travel on a high-speed vehicle in the first game. Control blades to fight mercenary squad battles in the second. And put your strength to the test against waves of enemies in the third. There's also a variety of other content added to each of the 3 games. More details will be revealed at a later date. The digital version of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and the Upgrade Pack will be available later today. The physical version launches on July 30th. The Nintendo Switch 2 editions of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be available on the dates shown on screen.
3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are getting Nintendo Switch 2 editions. New features will be added to each title, so we hope you'll check them out.
That's good, they're adding new features.
And a new story in the Xenoblade series is about to begin. Here are some early moments from the game.
Chronicles, potentially. By the sounds of that.
アニマは世界の源であった。水も火も風も世界を構成するそのすべては大地を流れるアニマが形を変えたものだった。そして戦いを決するのはいつもアニマとその力を自在に振るう騎士だった。
この剣の名に恥じぬよう精進します。ここがリューコス。
その石はアニマ晶石。騎士の力を増幅させるだけでなく、そのものの行動や思いも刻みます。これからのあなたの学院生活のすべてがその石と共にあると思ってください。
今日の訓練は実戦を想定してのものだ。
力の使い方、なんとなく分かった気がする。
死って人殺しの職業だ。奪われた側はどう思うんだろうな。
真実見つけてみない？
信仰を失った人の魂をドラゴンの炎で浄化することで罪が
田舎貴族の限界を教えてあげる。
あいつ使えるぜ。小石なしで騎士の力。
生と死全てはアニマと共にある。
帰るのさ、あの場所に。
さあ始まるわよ。兄上、行ってまいります。
ここは6つの太陽に照らし出された大地。そこで人々は知ることになる。破れた神の恨みが未だ晴らされてはいないこと。
Genesis. Switch 2, so this looks like it's Switch 2 exclusive. 2027, so that's good.
Xenoblade Genesis marks a new beginning. What kind of story do you think will be told?
No idea.
Please look forward to future updates. Next, please take a look at this.
Welcome to Woohoo Island, home to all kinds of sports. Coming to Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, the latest game in the series.
I loved Wii
Use the Joy-Con 2 controllers as rackets, bows, or even handles. There are 12 sports to choose from, all with intuitive motion controls. Let's go over them.
So far.
Punch, guard, counter, and outmaneuver for the knockout in boxing. Make quick shots to keep your opponent on their toes in table tennis. Aim for the center of the target and let that arrow fly in archery. Enjoy rallies with different types of shots in tennis. Bump, set, and spike in volleyball. Roll the ball straight or give it a spin to strike big in bowling. Dribble, pass, and shoot to score in basketball. Adjust your shot's power, then swing your club in golf. Battle with one thumb to hand your opponent a defeat in thumb wrestling. Ride through the course using mouse controls in skateboarding. Steer with handles and coast along the waves in power cruising. Tilt the controller and fly around freely in prop plane. Plus, you can warm up for these sports with jump rope. You can create and play as a sportsman or me character.
But I bet that's not going to finish yet.
Enjoy playing all kinds of sports on Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch Sports Resort launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system October 22nd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Nintendo Switch Sports Resort is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We showed all the sports included, but since we have the opportunity, let's try one of the new sports, thumb wrestling.
Before the match, let's go over the rules. Hold down your opponent's thumb for 3 seconds, and you'll win. If yours gets pinned, just shake the controller to break free. And if you keep your thumb held down, it'll get bigger and stronger. You'll need this to claim victory.
This is probably my favorite one. Wii Resorts.
Here's to a great thumb wrestling match. The thumb moves, just like this. Here we go. Let's have a good match. Oh, got him right away. Oh, they broke free. All right. Let's try this. Oh, we bumped thumbs. Oh, go, go, go. Hold it. Oh, they broke free again. You have to keep them
This
pinned.
one looks harder than it looks.
Nope. Wait. Whew. I was worried for a second there. Okay, thumb started to sparkle, and the nail got bigger. Hold on a second. That's not how it's supposed to go. It's okay. Everything's fine. My thumb returned to normal. Ooh, it's sparkling again. Now let's try. Oh, I got deflected. Wait a minute. I lost. Please wait a little longer for Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. Let's move on to more headlines.
Survive a land ruled by dragons. The world of RuneScape comes to Nintendo Switch 2. An ancient power has awakened on the forgotten continent of Ashenfall. Explore a land infused with magic and uncover lost secrets on your journey to face the Dragon Queen. In this survival crafting adventure, delve into the mysteries of Ashenfall, amongst the ruins of fallen civilizations. On your expedition, harness the land's transformative magic to gather resources, craft gear, and build shelter. Then, step into battle Forge weapons, sharpen your skills, and face the danger that awaits. Survive the wilds, unveil lost secrets, and challenge dragons in RuneScape Dragon Wilds, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 September 15th. Get on board for these games.
That looks like it's one of the Switch games.
Customize your own avatar and play in the adorable world of Hello Kitty Party Land.
Hello Kitty Party Land. So
join the party with over 40 character-themed mini-games
I recently got Hello Kitty
and several board games.
That comes to you.
There are over 140 Sanrio characters to meet. Plus, you can choose from 16 partner characters, collect stickers, and so much more. Hello Kitty Party Land launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch October 29th.
So let's get down there and finish the job.
Star Fox.
Blast off for adventure across the Lilat system with Fox McCloud and his crew.
Well done, Fox.
A battle for the fate of the galaxy begins. Star Fox launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 25th. A free demo that includes a tutorial and one of the game's opening stages will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Hope resonates within the crystals. Get ready for the first Final Fantasy game in HD 2D, Final Fantasy Resonance. This is Lapis, a vast world that has prospered through the power of crystals. But after the invasion of the Veritas, this once thriving world lies on the brink of annihilation. Now Rain, a knight of Grandshelt, must journey across the realm with his companions to stop the Veritas. In thrilling turn-based battles, call upon visions, iconic Final Fantasy heroes from other worlds to take down monsters. Can you uncover the truth behind the Veritas and the secrets the crystals hold? Final Fantasy Resonance launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 22nd. A weird, whimsical world is waiting. Piku Niku returns in a new 3D puzzle exploration adventure. What do giant fruit, malevolent robot frogs, and an all-powerful potato have in common? Nothing. Other than a shadowy conspiracy, of course. Meet a cavalcade of curious characters, each with their own problems and puzzles to solve. But beneath this seemingly happy world lies a sinister plot to squeeze the locals for all they're worth. Time to join the resistance by using Piku's surprising abilities. Help solve the people's problems in surprising and downright oddball ways. Feeling baffled by these affable denizens? Embrace these strange encounters and bring about an ultimate understanding. And in this sequel, navigate and explore in full 3D as you discover the secrets of this vivid, colorful world. Get ready to wander, solve, and gossip in Piku Niku 2, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 next year.
Prepare for an all-new monster-filled adventure!
Two girls find themselves lost in the kingdom of Witherwood. There, they gain the power to turn monsters into friends.
Spot a monster you fancy? Scout it! Win it over and it'll fight by your side. And that's not all. Synthesize 2 monsters to create more powerful allies. Now, take on the most fearsome of foes with a team that's uniquely your own. Adventure is calling, and it's monstrously fun. Dragon Quest Monsters, the Wizard World.
This one's a Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2.
About time you got here.
Upon the ancient blood sovereign's honor. We are monsters, each vying for blood.
Ah, you're finally here. Worthy spirit.
One's a Nintendo Switch 2, I think it's just a software update. Closed network test, summer 2026.
How was that? Next, we have more news about an upcoming treasure hunting game.
Hey everyone, here's some fresh news about Splatoon Raiders, a new single-player focused adventure. Check out this neat little place, the hideout ship out on the water. There's Deep Cut, a trio of swashbuckling musicians. And this scrappy individual? That's you. Let's call this handy youth the Mechanic. The 4 of them are using the hideout ship as their hub, hunting for treasure across these landmasses, the Spiralite Islands. Alright, time for a quick dive. Looks like the treasure they're after is at the base of those lights. But there's a bunch of aggressive creatures called salmonids in the way. And when you get too close, they'll attack immediately. The salmonids aren't pushovers either, so you shouldn't go it alone. That's where this comes in, the Exploration Bot. A member of Deep Cut pilots it during your treasure hunts and attacks automatically. Launches you in the air for extra height. And even gets out of the bot to unleash special moves like this. You'll also get support in the form of gadgets. There's one that continuously fires ink after it's placed. Another that slices through enemies. Another that spins ink around you, and more. And the best part, you can use them together. It'd be nice if that made things easier, though. So to recap, do not underestimate the salmonids. Yikes, this is tougher than it looks. But the salmonids aren't the only powerful ones around here. Through battles, you, the Mechanic, will also get stronger by leveling up. And you can customize all sorts of upgrades to fit your playstyle. Oh, looks like time's up. There are even more details to cover in the upcoming Splatoon Raiders Direct, airing on June 30th. And in the smart device app Nintendo Today, see the story events leading up to Splatoon Raiders with daily comics ahead of launch. Plus, in collaboration with this game, there's going to be a special Splatfest in Splatoon 3. The theme looks like it's about Splatoon Raiders. Details will be announced here. Look out for more info in the future. Don't forget to check this out, too. See ya!
So what did you think? Splatoon Raiders is just around the corner. We'll also be releasing new Joy-Con 2 controllers inspired by Deep Cut. We hope you're looking forward to it. Let's see some more headlines.
Switch 2 custom ones don't look quite as interesting because it's literally just bit. Like that. This one's Switch 2 and Switch.
Awaken your power.
I think this looks like another Switch 2 exclusive.
Heed me, O kingless. Whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to throne and crown by right of kings.
This is the United Kingdom of Uchronia, inhabited by 8 tribes. The next king shall be decided by the will of the people. By decree of the king, as his face floats in the sky, the tournament for the throne begins. As the realm grapples with its first ever election, those vying for the throne put their plans into action. As one of the throne's candidates, you'll travel across the kingdom, forging bonds with compelling characters along the way. Various enemies stand in your path.
This battle's ours.
There are monsters roaming this world, as well as other candidates, and strange beasts known as humans. Control your destiny and change the world in Metaphor ReFantasio, launching on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, November 12th. Create, explore, survive.
2 version. That's so good.
A dedicated Nintendo Switch 2 version of Minecraft is on the way.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Dig into your Minecraft adventure on Nintendo Switch 2 with support for vibrant visuals. And embark on a journey across a world with enhanced lighting and shadow effects. Plus, Nintendo Switch worlds can be carried over, so you can pick up right where you left off. What will you create next? Minecraft launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
This is the Switch 2 version. That one's Space Marine, that's 2026, available on Switch 2 edition. I think this must be the room. That's Switch 2, June 18th, 2026. Not sure the game is. Days, 2026. But I think it's a little bit like Call of Duty. Mega Gear Solid Dust 2 available. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Fitness boxing or personal training. Spring 2027. Not sure I'm still with that. Final Fantasy access available. Fitness.
battle of light and darkness approaches.
Switch 2 edition.
Filled with memorable adventures, 3 collections of Kingdom Hearts games are coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Traverse through iconic Disney and Pixar worlds. Befriend all sorts of magical allies. And battle enemies in action RPG combat. Relive these stories or experience them for the first time alongside Sora and his friends as they fight the darkness. If you have the cloud versions on Nintendo Switch, you can transfer your existing save data to these Nintendo Switch 2 games. These 3 collections launch on Nintendo Switch 2 October 8th. A bundle with all 3 compilations, Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3, also launches October 8th. Additionally, a free demo of Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
That's good. I'm just gonna play this. Totally play the demo.
この世界の構造はとても複雑で、私たちが定義する光と闇を具現化したものは存在しなかった。でもそれを定義するものがこの世界に来たことで、この世界にも私たちの定義する闇が現れた。
Available at launch on Nintendo Switch 2.
How was that? Next is our last announcement. Please take a look.
What that'll be.
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule, created by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest. Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest.
Not my kind of game, but do or something.
These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods. However, there was one particular boy who did not have a fairy.
Not playing Zelda 2026, that's coming. I think they...
The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time will be reborn on Nintendo Switch 2. More details will be announced in the future, so please look forward to them. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Earlier this year, Devon-san was appointed as the new president of Nintendo of America. We'd like to conclude this presentation with a few words from Devon-san. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Koizumi-san. Hi, everyone. I'm Devin Pritchard, and after 20 years at Nintendo, one of my favorite things about gaming is still that moment I get to try something new. I watch the trailers, I hear about a game, but the moment I pick up a controller, that's when it all comes together. And for me, that's what games have always been about. Those little moments that surprise me and allow me to immerse myself in different worlds. You can read about a game, you can watch a trailer, but nothing beats seeing it for yourself. And that's a big part of what Nintendo Treehouse Live is about. Getting a closer look, hearing from the teams, and spending more time with the games themselves. So let's get to it. We've got a new Nintendo Treehouse Live ready to go, with a few games I hope you find interesting. And if you enjoyed Splatoon Raiders in today's Nintendo Direct, this July at San Diego Comic-Con, we'll have the game playable on the show floor. Because at the end of the day, I think the best way to understand a game is to pick up the controller and play. Thanks for watching.
That's so true.
I'm really looking forward to sharing more of what I love about games and bringing those experiences to all of you. And now it's time for Treehouse Live. Over to you, team.
Hi everyone, welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live. My name is Teresa and I'm joined here by Gab, Dan, and Rob. We're here to talk about Star Fox, coming out June 25th. It is a cinematic shooter. We're going to focus on the single player game, and then we'll go into the multiplayer in a later segment. But Dan, why don't you take us away?
Yeah, we're going to start right out here in this new cinema scene, right on the Star Fox Bridge, Bridge of the Great Fox, which is the base for the Star Fox team. The team is just coming out of their VR training session, which is part of the tutorial. And here's we get a little introduction to some of the characters. Falco is their ace pilot, Slippy's the engineer, science expert, Peppy's their veteran uncle who gives them advice, and then Fox McCloud is the leader of the team. And what has happened during their training session is they're getting a call from General Pepper, who's the head of the Corneria Defense Force, and he wants to hire this mercenary team to help them in a fairly desperate situation, which we'll see as we answer this call. I think we're going to go straight into the campaign here, and when you start the campaign, you're going to be able to select between easy and normal difficulty mode. You can also unlock the expert difficulty mode, which we'll talk about in more detail later. You unlock that by getting medals in the various missions. But we're going to start with normal because that's what most people are going to be familiar with. And you can also, before each mission, select single player, co-op a local, or co-op game share, which we'll do more about co-op later. Let's go straight into single player. And this is another kind of cinema scene where you can see the cinematic storytelling.
Incoming hail from General Pepper. Priority 1.
And as you mentioned, these cutscenes aren't new, so they expand upon what we already know about the franchise, or at least the game this is based off of.
On edge.
They do a really good job of showcasing each member's unique personalities.
Yeah, the details on the characters just really bring them to life with their Falco's goofing off in the background. The various uniforms are different. The backgrounds in these different scenes are also have a lot of detail that I think will reward keen observation. And even players who are really familiar with the franchise, I think will really spot some details that might be kind of interesting.
Save Corneria. Liberate the
like a watering can.
We gotta have some decorations here. But yeah, General Pepper here is pretty desperate. He's hiring the Star Fox team to help out on Corneria, which is under attack by the forces of Andross, who is rampaged through the system, and the Star Fox team has to liberate the Lylat system. Here the R-Wing fighters are going to launch out of the Great Fox and head down to Corneria, where we'll again see some more details that bring the characters to life. Right after this quick classic title screen here.
It really does get the title of like a cinematic experience.
It's nostalgic, like music too. Like the music is so good.
The music is great in this game.
Right here definitely gives like sci-fi.
Yeah. So Corneria is the main planet, the jewel of the Lila system. Just the inhabitants live there. Here you can see some of the details on the R-wings as they enter the atmosphere. Each one has its own kind of customization depending on the pilot. You can look and see those differences for yourself and check it out. Going through a quick systems check, again, the characters are kind of approaching this in different ways. The R-wing is unfolding in a very dramatic fashion here. A lot of detail.
But like you mentioned, Dan, it's got the detail that adds that personality, and it's the personality of those characters that they added to their own vehicles. Like, even their outfits too, they really outline their personality, and the role.
If you look really closely, you can even see the wear and tear on these vehicles. Yeah, there's just a lot of detail and love put into these.
Yeah, especially as you keep playing through the stages too, like you'll see that wear and tear also.
Like if you receive damage and
Correct. Yeah.
So the game gives you a flight plan here. Through the mission, you're able to kind of focus on what you need to do, which is shoot down the bad guys. You've got your laser, which has single shots and also charge shots that can lock on to the enemies. And by doing that, it'll hit them for sure. But also you can get multiple hits. There, I just saved Slippy. That's something you're going to want to keep an eye out for as you play the game. There are going to be times when your wingmen get in danger, and saving them is beneficial.
And if you don't, they get shot down.
Yes, they can get shot down. You can also shoot them yourself, so you need to be careful of that.
Please don't do that.
No friendly fire.
No friendly fire.
You can see, even though we're kind of going through the city, there's a lot of different routes you can take, different enemies, different things to fly through, fly under.
Use the bomb.
Yeah, those to get that robot, so we didn't knock down the pylon there. I think it's more easy to get the wing, the laser power up.
Enemy on your tail, Fox! Use the
This is, like you mentioned, it's worth keeping your teammates around because they will provide helpful information. Like Peppy is very good at giving you a heads up of the environment, what's coming, whether braking would be a good idea, accelerating.
Yeah, there's enemies coming up behind you.
Line these guys up, Fox.
And here we go. Falco lining up enemies for you.
Falco's doing his system check, and so he got in a little bit of trouble there. But I'd be able to.
He really wanted to get it.
Of course, Slippy's got to rub it in a little.
He is correct.
Do a barrel roll. Of course, barrel rolls will also deflect lasers, which is kind of a nice thing. We got a bunch of them coming at you.
Those archways make for a good obstacle course.
I'm going to switch to mouse targeting here to just have a little fun flying through these.
Good they are utilizing that.
Also shoot in this mode.
Like you will see the console of the R-wing here. Nice little details.
Yeah, it's pretty immersive. And I'm also going to crash in this mode.
Oh gosh.
We didn't want to go through the arches anyway because we wanted to see this other boss. But you can have a lot of fun with that mode and as the way that different variety of ways to play it. I didn't shoot Peppy. I didn't shoot Peppy.
Really
It's okay.
Did I shoot him down?
You didn't shoot him down. You shot him a couple.
Okay.
No, you're good.
But because this is a Star Fox specifically is a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive game, that's how like Dan is able to use the mouse controls, which is kind of a nice perk, especially when you're trying to get more precision shots.
And that transition is very seamless,
Yeah.
as you noticed. You can switch between them as much as you want, whenever it feels appropriate to you.
Yeah, and here we've transitioned into all-range mode, which is a little bit bigger battlefield here. There are borders. If you hit the border, it'll turn you around automatically. But it allows us to fly all the way around this guy and see him from different angles and shoot him from different angles, which is kind of fun because he's got a lot of different parts on him. You can shoot his guns, you can shoot his legs, and just basically have fun with him. But we're not gonna take too long.
That actually gave you an advantage picking that because now it's just a sitting target.
Well, I've fought him a few times. So he was not as bad as I thought he was. I've been having a little fun with him, but we also want to keep moving through and showing some other parts of the game. So yeah, you can experiment with that and have fun with the different bosses and find different ways to fight them.
Dan likes to put this food.
How about you?
Didn't even break a sweat. No, I didn't. As it turns out. we're going to keep on going to the next mission. After each mission, depending on what you do, yeah, I know, sorry.
From what I've
You
seen
can go
in
on
the game,
different
like-
routes through the system. And in this case, since we didn't go through the arches, we're going to be
A
going
new
to Medio.
intelligence report is available
There are
in the
alternate
overview.
paths that might allow us to go to Sector Y or some other different levels. So Medio is fine because that's where we wanted to go. And this is where we're going to show some of the alternate controls. I'm going to pass it over to Gab and Teresa as we go through this cinema scene.
For sure. And as we get prepped, here's a
Impressive work, Star Fox. Enemy forces are
And once again, you can see that additional storytelling through smaller things like body language, facial expressions. It's yeah.
Lectures.
Yes.
Lectures.
Lectures from Peppy, yes.
Lectures, but the way he's like rolling his head, leaning back, like he doesn't care. You can get a really good idea of who each of these characters are.
Falco cares. He wants to
He does.
be successful in the mission. Let's get in there.
He wants to shoot.
Not actually.
He wants to be Fox.
I expect you to make short work of them.
Yeah, Slippy's still looking at the schematic of the Gronga on the screen there. He thought that was pretty cool.
And now he had found mysterious energy in the asteroid field.
Yeah, Slippy is very, very into the details of being the tech and the engineer and just constantly checking through everything. And so it's really fun just seeing these cutscenes and seeing how their personalities shine through every action that they do. So as Dan mentioned, we have opened up the path to Medio, but because we want to really show co-op, I'm going to back out, resume this campaign, and then select co-op local. So you'll see here that the Joy-Con 2 controllers get split between the players. So one player becomes the pilot, the other player plays as the gunner. So we're going to go ahead here and set up the controllers. I will be enlisting the role of pilot, and I will ask Gab to be my gunner.
It's an honor.
We got this. All right, so we're going to start this mission. And as you're loading the screen, you'll see at the bottom right, there's a little R-wing that you could actually control. You do little barrel rolls.
Yeah, get used to the controls a little. Practice barrel rolls.
I love all these fun small details.
Yeah,
Just add to the experience.
Yeah. Good luck, co-op.
Thanks, Dan. Why foreshadowing
I just like
something?
wishing people good luck.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone's ever heard that before.
What did you do?
Don't worry about it. Concentrate.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so focused.
Wait a minute.
Shooting things. Why not?
Okay.
I wonder what happened to it.
How are the controls working?
I'm not liking this at all. Okay, sorry, yeah, hold on a second. I cannot. So, Dan really likes playing the classic controls where everything is inverted. I do not. I refuse. I think it's hard. I don't like it. So anyway, I got choices, which I appreciate. But you'll see here the details of the controls for each player here. So I can focus on boosting, braking, somersaulting, U-turn, and then Gab will be focused on shooting, throwing bombs, but also answering any calls that kind of come in.
Before we move on, we talked about expert mode. How you unlock that is by getting all the medals across the Lila system. And to do that, you need to keep all of your team members alive, as well as reach a certain hit threshold. We can continue on. I can talk about it a bit more. So for this one, for Medio, it is 200 hits. Others may have different requirements, but you always need to keep your crew members alive. By collecting all of them, again, you get extra.
And to that point, it's not just hitting enemies. That's why you see me shooting all of these meteors, because some of them are breakable and will count towards that hit total.
Yeah, lots of fun ways to get additional hits. One of them is the lock-on with the laser.
Take him down.
That gives you bonus hits.
Oh, there you go. We got a +1 right there.
Nice.
You other ones?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got the bomb? Nice. Yeah, a lot of times also defeating multiple enemies will drop items. Useful and important.
We saw Dan use a bomb earlier, but we didn't talk about it. Bombs are limited use ammo. Have limited uses. And you pick them up just as you go through. Giant explosions.
I tried. I was trying to be really, really smart about it.
Okay. It's a lot of big
giant asteroid
driving
over here. I'm trying.
Oh.
So you can do what Peppy tells you, or the complete opposite. Like, you do you.
Thread the needle.
Hey!
That was so close.
That was good.
Incoming message.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
nicely done.
Thank you.
Where'd it go?
There's the supplies from Rob.
Supplies from Rob 64.
Hey, another Hey!
Oh.
Hey, hello!
Excuse me.
Who's that?
Not interested in what you're selling. Thank you.
So for any damage, if you collect blue rings, that will restore health. But the gold rings, which we kind of collected before, if you get a total of 3, that will expand your health bar. For anybody that missed that.
Where Peppy was in trouble in the saving.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
good.
nice job.
Good job, Nigel.
The blue bar underneath is for any moves that you do, so you really want to strategize when you break or boost, because that will impact how you want to eventually use breaking or boosting or somersaulting. Sorry.
That's okay.
This
You
is
did
where
such a-
communication comes in handy.
You're doing
Ow.
great.
Ooh.
Laser tag.
I spoke to you.
Lock in, yeah.
I
Lock in.
love the lock-in feature. As a newbie gunner, person who can't aim very well, it's very helpful. It's very friendly to any
So
sort
much fire.
of any level of expertise.
We have a good example of a enemy that you can't walk onto, but it'll give you bonus hits by beating it.
So it's helpful kind of break to give Gab some more time to shoot that enemy.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime. Oh, now Slippy needs help.
And I will protect him with my life.
Checkpoints. So we didn't talk about this, I don't think, but if you collect those checkpoints,
know I
say that
had
you,
strange
you know,
energy.
unfortunately lose all your health, you're able to kind of go back to that point in the level rather than starting from the very beginning.
However, you can skip them and start at the very beginning of the level.
Yeah,
you
if
really
you want that
to.
challenge, sure, Rob.
Rob wants a challenge.
I want the challenge, yeah. Here's the mysterious energy that Slippy was talking about.
Yeah, so we're actually going to not collect all of them, just because we want to keep that element of surprise for those at home that want to kind of see what ends up happening when you collect them all. So enjoy that. As we keep the surprise for ourselves.
Some organic turret asteroids here.
Yeah, these rocks are a lie. This is what it is.
And our chance to rack us against.
Yeah,
True,
absolutely.
yeah. We still need those 200 points.
Really
I'm
close.
trying so hard. I'm so locked in.
I mean, earning the medals is a challenge. That's
Yes.
And that's to the replay value too. You know, if
it's
you don't
very
get it now.
satisfying to get them all.
Enemy shield analyzed.
Oh, another reason to keep Slippy around is that you see that bar that just popped up. That's the enemy's hit. That's the boss's health bar. And if Slippy is down for the count, you won't have that information. It's more of a guessing game.
It's a nice to have for sure.
Yeah. Ooh, I see some missiles in the background.
They're
Let's try to.
actually
Not my boy.
And the Meteor Crusher here want to avoid shooting its shield right there.
Oh, yeah.
It'll shoot back at you.
see what happens. Oh,
There we go.
yeah.
It's like
So Gavin really
soaking up
trying to
those
aim for those
shots.
yellow spots. Oh no!
That was on purpose
This
for
one's
showing.
Ah!
So again, you know, Peppy is warning you of that too. So give me
Yeah.
some tactics.
Yeah, they all play very different but very helpful roles.
Ow. Okay.
I don't know what Falco's doing now. He's just kind of flying around. Actually, he will probably distract some of the missiles from coming after you or Peppy.
Nicely
I'm
done.
no match for you, Star Fox.
No, you're not.
Yeah, it's a lie. I'm so glad Slippy is still around to tell us that they're lying.
Yeah.
Through
I've
their
been
health
defeat.
bar.
Half a health bar.
Questionable.
You're not as stupid as you look.
I'll take the compliment, I guess. Go. Ooh, nice dodge.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, Yes. So close.
Don't get a third shot at us. I don't like those pot shots.
But we've got places to be.
Yeah, as you can see, the local co-op is, well, it's very fun, let's say that, but it's also a nice way to kind of divide the work and the tasks. I'm a newbie to the series, so it's nice to be able to focus on just aiming and targeting and not having to avoid obstacles. So thank you for setting me up.
My pleasure. Thanks for being my partner in crime. Or in flight?
Both?
Yeah, both. Why not both? ¿Por qué no los dos? But yeah, but on that note, actually, as we're gonna close here and just kind of see the end results of Meteor, we managed to keep the 3 team members alive and gave a little bit more health to Peppy than Dan did for us. Thanks, Dan.
I want it to be a challenge.
Just add an additional challenge to the game that has already given us the challenge. So anyway, but we're getting new challenges in Hollow Viewer data, which is like more lore to the game, and battle banner options, which we'll go into later in the multiplayer segment. But yeah, as we kind of close this kind of area, we're actually going to show a small clip for the game. We want to kind of give you a sneak peek of all the other VO options that are available in the game. So stick around. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey there, General. You seem a little on edge.
Andross's invasion has found its way to our doorstep. His forces are laying siege to Corneria as we speak.
Quiero que tu equipo se dirija hasta allí para iniciar una contraofensiva.
Eso es algo que se podría arreglar, General. Está de suerte porque resulta que mi equipo está disponible. Por un precio.
Sauvez Corneria. Libérez le système de Lilat et votre prix sera le mien.
Dans ce cas, marché conclu. C'est un plaisir de faire affaire avec vous, Général.
Preparem as Arwings. Temos trabalho a fazer, Star Fox. Vamos retomar o sistema do Andross. Planeta por vez.
The languages available.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're ready to show you another mode that's in the single player of the game. Rob, take it away.
Yeah, so we are entering challenge mode, and we're going to be choosing Macbeth for this one. As you can see with challenge mode, we have a number of challenges we're trying to complete as we're playing through, and we're going to be going on normal difficulty. By completing all of these challenges, we'll actually unlock an expert difficulty, which includes different challenges. One of the things with all these different challenges that you unlock different unlockables by completing each one. But we're just going to hop on in and get to gameplay. As I mentioned, we're going to be using the Landmaster, so we're going to be able to see a new vehicle for the Star Fox.
So you don't just fly the R-Wing.
Right.
There's other vehicles that you'll be able to experience in this game, which is really cool.
Getting to see some stuff we didn't see.
Yeah, all thanks to Slippy. Of course, Slippy.
The engineer.
Slippy creates these things, and they just use them completely untested, but that's fine.
This is the test.
Just like the
Yeah,
R-Wing.
this is the test.
So as you can see, the Landmaster boosts and rolls just like
Just like the R-Wings.
as Slippy
Just like
said.
it.
So I can use a roll by double tapping R or L to get out of the way. But it doesn't give me my my shield that I would generally have with the R-Wing. So lasers will still hit me. It's more of a dodge. Additionally, I can hover by holding L and R. For this challenge, though, I am going to be swapping between both the mouse targeting as well as normal controls.
I love how seamless that swap is.
Not quite a first-person view, which I'm pretty happy it's not, because I don't know what the targeting system would look like inside of the Landmaster.
Oh, it's a gold ring.
Oh,
Or
I missed the gold ring. Oh, no.
Or not.
Mouse targeting.
The bomb's gonna be useful.
This is going to be
Awesome.
Immediately used it. It could have been for another moment.
I hit the button a little too early. I meant to hit these guys.
Okay.
That's alright, you don't need it.
I don't need it, you're right.
The train hasn't managed to shake me yet.
I need to stop backseat driving for Rob. I want to cheer for his
Landmaster
success.
driving.
Landmaster driving.
Well, that's one of the things of the game. It's fun, even if you're not playing. It's just really fun to watch because it is so well made.
Yeah. It's exciting. the explosion.
Oh, nice, Rob. You got a
Damage meter going
challenge.
down.
Oh, I did. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25
Airborne enemies.
A lot for this team.
One of the challenges is to save your team members 5 times, so you have to wait until they start getting attacked.
Someone wanted attention here.
That should be one at least.
That should be one.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
We're counting
you
them.
cover me from down there.
He always has to be sassy about it.
Sassy boy.
Yeah. Well, Falco's a fighter pilot. He doesn't have anything to do with the Landmaster.
Excuse me? Oh, I guess I can't get 5 gold rings. I get a few more coming up.
There's Peppy giving you some hints to boost over those instead of run into them.
The timing of Peppy's advice is also very
Fun.
good. Yeah. Basically, if you listen to him right away, you'll be solid.
So just like the R-Wing, the Landmaster has an energy gauge there that... Oh, you did it.
I stopped breathing.
I know, I was like clenching my chair here, like, come on, Rob, you got this.
I know, I thought you were going to use your energy
I'm a
and not
little
be
used
able
to the
to
R-Wing
boost that.
here and there, so I'm just like, oh, I can just double tap and I'll be fine, right?
So like these gates, Rob can shoot them to also kind of control the gates. Or some of them, not these specifically. Those are timing.
Maybe we can divert the train.
There's 2 ways to approach this. I can shoot those rail locks like Peppy mentions, or I can fight the boss.
Yeah, so this is an example of one of those gates.
One thing to note though is that you have to do multiple playthroughs to complete all of the challenges. So going for the rail locks isn't necessarily something that will help me out right now because I really want to fight this boss.
So you don't necessarily need to complete all the challenges in a single run through. Yeah, you can like do this and then try for a different specific challenge.
Yeah, in fact, it's impossible to do all of them in one playthrough in some of the levels.
Yeah. Nice. Getting some good shots in. You can see the HP bar thanks to our boy Slippy.
That's right, Slippy's helping.
Spears?
Oh, that's that challenge! That's hell!
For talking about the spears.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good dodge though.
Sneaky.
I'm just gonna take the damage.
You can also
there we
take out
go.
those walls.
Nice.
We got, yeah,
See, he
those
got
walls.
the rings and got a bit.
He's ramping up that attack.
I'm having a great time.
I missed. It's okay.
It's okay.
Aim for its tail.
Tail.
Doesn't have a tail. Oh, it does have a tail. There's a tail.
Up close and personal, the tail.
Nice.
There we go.
I don't think the enemy understands that the Landmaster belongs to the land.
To the lane.
To the land.
Nice, and I saw that you were shooting.
So now it changed phases. I
Yeah.
have to shoot the back of the train now to be able to damage it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Classic.
But
Momentarily
you could also
reveal
s-
weak spot.
Yeah. You can also see too that now that Rob has advanced the enemy to a different phase, they have a whole series of different attacks.
Yeah. Yeah, the enemies have a lot of details. No.
You gave me 120 hits, but I did take out.
Yeah.
That was good.
I thought you did a good job.
I thought so as well.
Yeah, this is not an easy one.
This is hard. And this was only in normal, so it's like, imagine what expert is going to be like.
Experts has the same difficulty as playing through the expert campaign, right? So they'll take additional damage, challenges will be harder, and
Done already.
be a lot tougher.
Yeah.
There's a level and a challenge difficulty for everyone.
Yeah, there's so much to pursue for every kind of player in this game. It's really cool. Alright, so the results screen here. That's a lot of damage, sir.
It's fine. Somebody will fix it.
Begrudgingly.
Oh, he's
You
excited.
missed the G diffusers and the weapons.
There's a G diffuser on the. Oh, I guess there would be, right? The boosting, yeah. There's G diffuser, so. All right.
But yeah, all right. Well, that was really cool. So, so that's the end of our single-player kind of show of Star Fox. But don't go anywhere. We're actually gonna segue to the next segment, which is actually Splatoon Raiders. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Bye, everyone.
I'm going to have a break. I'm going to go into the toilet and just stretch my legs. So I will leave it on the screen and that.
Welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. I'm Emily, and I'm here with Dutch, Morgan, and Jose, and today we're playing Splatoon Raiders. Splatoon Raiders is coming out on July 23rd, and it's a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. And today we're going to show you some live gameplay. One thing to keep in note is we are playing a development build. With that all out of the way, Jose, kick us off.
Cool. Yeah. So as Emily said, music and stuff's not final, but I'm going to start by making a character, and I'm going to make some choices and just kind of think about those.
And just to set us up here for any of you who may not be familiar with the Splatoon world or the universe of the franchise, this is a world that has been devastated by a catastrophic sea level rise. It's totally wiped out humanity, so this is a post-humanity world, but some other creatures have kind of evolved and made their way back onto land, most notably the Inklings and the Octolings here, which are kind of half the squid, half octopus, respectively, and half humanoid. They can kind of switch between their squid or octopus forms and their humanoid forms.
Yeah, you can see Jose with an Octoling there with a big tentacle on the top of the head.
Yeah.
Good. I like that you have your hairband is a plastic bag, I believe.
Nice.
Which we'll see how that fits into the game and all the stuff you can salvage. Like this game has a lot of salvage beach detritus.
Yeah, upcycling.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So we're gonna jump into the tutorial level and just kind of get our feet wet on how Splatoon plays. And we kind of want to start at the ground floor for folks, right? So you might be familiar with what Splatoon is, but if you aren't, first of all, welcome. We're really happy that you're here, and we just want to kind of walk you through the basics before we get started. Out here on the Spiralite Islands.
So at its core, this game is an action game with elements of shooting. So you're playing as either an Inkling or an Octoling. And, what do octopuses and squids do? They shoot ink, right?
Mm.
So here, as Jose's getting this set up, you can see he's using the motion controls. And you can use the motion controls to kind of fine-tune your aiming. You can also look around with the right stick, right? So you're maybe using your right stick to make bigger movements and then fine-tuning that with the motion controls, which for anybody who's played Splatoon or another game in the series, it's super comfortable. I love it. It feels very intuitive.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat where I feel like the best piece of advice I could give someone who's new is hey, rotate the camera with the right stick and then use your fine-tune the motion control just for the up and down, which really helps. But you'll see it as I fire my weapon, I fire ink, right? And there's a tank on my back that is slowly depleting. I'm gonna fire some into the ocean, because why not? And once you're out of ink, you are empty. And you'll hear that sound. Now, you'll notice that ink will slowly refill, right? As you kind of wait. But fast before you do that, just dive in. You'll see that meter show up.
Nice.
Yeah, you also notice that you are slower on two legs, but if you are in ink, you
travel really fast
and move really quick. You can transform into your swim form outside of ink. I don't recommend this. I also do not recommend jumping into water because even though we look like sea creatures, we are not safe there. And you're going to see that I'm at danger. At the bottom left, my health bar is pretty much done.
If you take any damage in that state, then you're done. You're splatted.
Yeah, that's a one-shot. Small fries especially love to sneak up and just slap you with a spoon and get that.
Yeah. So you said we're going to get our feet wet, but don't actually get your feet wet.
Yeah, please don't.
It was a figure of speech.
Yeah. But you'll see, and as you get used to kind of the loop, right? When you fire ink, one of the coolest things about swim form is also that you reload very quickly, right? So you're able to basically kind of keep your ammo up and going. And like any good tutorial, this is just going to show you
very much like, it's a shooting gallery designed to just kind of help you get a basic understanding of how the game plays. But it's also going to teach you a couple things, right? Like, well, that's kind of tall, and I can't go up there. But if I put some ink on it, can I just call out that I love this like animation that plays here, like as the ink kind of drips down.
It's very satisfying.
Yeah, it is very satisfying. Another quick tip I want to give folks is that you'll notice from here, if I fire, nothing is happening. Really pay attention for a hit marker like that, because that means
you're snaps in.
You're actually gonna hit versus like not having it. Another kind of, hey, I can't. Well, you can just kind of limp your way through.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, this is also true for falling through grates. But this is the first big lesson in Splatoon gameplay, right? That ink that's not your color is not fun for you.
You can see the health bar down in the bottom left kind of ticking down, which is, we should mention that's a new mechanic here in Splatoon Raiders. In other Splatoon games, you didn't have any visual information about what your like numerical health actually was, but actually it's pretty key in this game, so that's been added to the UI here.
Another fun new addition are these little wooden boards you can use to kind of surf between islands in between sections.
Yeah, you can't be trapped on a desert island like without a little surfing, you know.
Oh yeah. Salmonids. So go ahead.
Oh yeah. So if you played other games in the Splatoon series, maybe you played Salmon Run, you'll recognize some of these characters. These are the Salmonids. They are fiercely territorial, and I don't know that they're going to be super happy about you being here, Jose. So
yeah. No, my favorite thing is just the boldness of Salmonids. Like, once they notice that you are here, like, it is their mission to slap you with a utensil of some kind. The small fryer, there's no fear over, like, the fact that I'm bigger or that, these enemies are pretty weak.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, too, you'll see little things like this where you can, jump through a squid ring, get a couple of resources for doing that, too. It's kind of nice.
My favorite part of the Salmonids is that they have cooking ware. So like you had pointed out, like some of them have frying pans, some of them have tongs.
Yeah, the Salmonids as a species, I guess, are kind of food obsessed. They're all about deliciousness. They are seafood, and they take pride in that.
Yeah, you might see in their territory. I don't know if you can see anything out here. Jose had like cooking utensils and stuff.
On
the horizon, or like
looks
like
they got some skewers, right?
Skewer. It looks like maybe that's a salt grinder.
What is that? Yeah, there's a food theme going through this game too. Just kind of forks, utensils.
Nice.
Yep.
Like food theme.
Or maybe a spork. I can't tell. I'm gonna take off this way. One thing too, if you're a returning player and you're like, hey, what about like moves like squid roll? Don't worry, still here.
Yeah, it feels a lot like if you're familiar with the mechanics and gameplay of other games in the Splatoon series, it's going to feel very, very comfortable.
But even if you're not familiar with the controls, this was my first time playing a Splatoon game, and I found it really intuitive. Like the fact that a lot of the controls are the same. It's also really satisfying to like swoosh through the ink. So don't be afraid, to try this game.
On the topic of fear, though.
Oh no! What are we gonna be afraid of? Oh gosh!
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's a big one. So this is a salty tongue, right?
That's a new Salmonid for people will not be familiar with that Salmonid. It's all new for this game.
This one's not so
correct.
cute.
Its name is a salty tongue, which see its tongue right there.
They got a lot of health.
Oh god!
And it's pretty hard, so do not try to like stay away. They primarily charge forward and that tongue with that tongue hanging out, but yeah, just keep doing some damage. Try to dodge.
What?
And sometimes they can drop a weapon.
Which is also new for the Splatoon series. You get weapons that drop, and that's going to be key to the kind of the gameplay and your adventure here is finding new loot and new weapons, and then collecting that.
Yeah, I enjoy how satisfying that kind of loot is as you like go out on raids and you find more to do, more stuff that you can use. I'm just gonna peek around here real quick, just taking a little bit of the scenery. A lonely set of islands. But oh look, there's some
There's an old propane tank in the water.
Oh, was there? Whoa. Oh yeah.
Man,
Morgan, good eye. Yeah. Walked by that thing 100 times, I swear. I was like, that's not a propane tank. We made a discovery.
We found something.
Something busted, apparently.
It's seen better days.
But you know, we're out here, we're in the islands, we gotta take whatever we can get, right? You know, you find something, you bring it back, you see what you can do with it.
Alright. Some begrudging help to get it back to the island, over to our hideout ship. So we're gonna quickly take you around there in a second. Okay.
Okay. So that was our exploration bot, and we'll show you some techniques with that later. But one of the most important parts of the bot is that it allows you to take members of Deep Cut along with you to your exploration. But you may be asking yourself, who is Deep Cut? Of course, many people that are watching this and in this room know who Deep Cut is, but some of us may be new to them, myself included. So Deep Cut is a member of a three-group of musicians, and they hosted the Splatfest back in Splatlands in Splatoon 3, and they really love collecting treasure, and that's kind of how you met them. So you're their mechanic, and 30 days ago, while you were looking for treasure, you crash landed on the Firelight Islands, and this is your hideout ship.
You can see they each have like very different personalities they're expressing. I'm trying really hard to just kind of cheat and give you a pretty good look. That's Big Man on the right. That's Fry on the left. If you really don't want to be, if you want to be an unfriendly, crewmate, you can cause a little bit of mischief. Mischief's kind of a big thing in Splatoon, at least in my mind. And if not, maybe I'm just causing too much mischief when I play these games. But you can like douse your teammates a little bit. They'll be fine. Usually you just wipe it off and they're good to go.
They're good sports.
Yeah. So and the other character here is the player character, right? So you're playing as the mechanic, who is mostly responsible for everything that you see here on the base. Kind of a mechanical genius. You know, Deep Cut isn't, that's not their forte. So most of what you see built here was the mechanic.
Yeah, speaking of built, you might notice that on my back, there's very different tank, and more importantly, there are gadgets hanging off of the right and left of me. So we're going to talk a little bit about this because this is something that the mechanic builds over the course of the adventure. So you get one gadget when you start the game and get a tank for the first time. And I'm going to demo a few for you just to show you a couple. Let's start with the one on the left shoulder. This is spin wheel, which if I press and hold the button, I can lock on and kind of it'll like steer its way towards that target. That's really helpful, especially with boss salmonid, to be able to just like use a weapon that'll kind of home in on them a little bit. The other gadget that I'm wearing right now, it's on my right, is right here, the splash it. So I think this is a good enough distance. Let's try it. 1, 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And you can see that little cooldown starter. There's a little timer. So each gadget has a cooldown. You can see you can still use the spin wheel on the left. It's not cooling down. See, they each have an independent cooldown timer.
And this is a big change for this game. In other games in the Splatoon series, you had sub-weapons that were typically like a bomb that you would throw. So in Splatoon Raiders, sub-weapons are out and gadgets are in.
Yeah.
So and each gadget has like, you know, we can just see with these two, very different functions, different types of attacks. Some are more offensive, some are more defensive.
Yeah, we got a third one to show today. So I'm going to quickly equip it to replace the spin wheel. And this one is spotlights.
Yeah, you can see Jose equip that. It's not tied to your main weapon. The gadgets, it's sort of what you choose to equip.
Yeah, this one
based on which tank you have.
And you see this one too. It's like a shield that'll kind of ink the ground as well.
It really feels like a protective barrier.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use that salt to just quickly refresh the cooldown. You can only do that on the hideout ship right now. You'll see that it'll do tick damage, anything that's inside.
Which, you know, we should say too, it's nice to have this space on the hideout ship where you can test all the different weapons and try different combinations. And you can actually see like how much numerical damage you're doing with each type of gadget and each attack.
Oh yeah. All right, so we got a decision to make.
All right, let's do it.
For gadgets, what do we want to bring with us, right? I feel like I'm kind of torn. I definitely want to bring the Splash It. I feel like the Splash It's just so aggressive and such a big hit that I think that's necessary. What do we take for the secondary? What do you think?
I think the spotlights, you know, like that's a good one to use in combination with another one that's more like offensive. It kind of gives you a little bit of protection, helps ink the ground around you so you get more mobility. I think that's a good setup.
Cool. All right. I'm going to get us ready for our next race. I'm going to set up really quick at our treasure map. And we're going to go to Meadow Rocks. We have a very advanced deployment mechanism as part of our operation here. No inklings or octolings have been harmed at all.
That's good.
One thing worth mentioning now that we're going on our first real raid, the training wheels are off. So you can actually adjust the difficulty setting of this game, and that only affects difficulty of the battles. It doesn't affect the treasure you get. So I myself play as a tourist, and I have no shame in admitting it. So highly recommend if you just want to enjoy it a little bit on an easier level.
Nice. You'll notice that regardless of your skill level, you are not alone on these raids. A member of Deep Cut is going to join you. It's a bit of a tight fit, but Big Man is with us.
He's fired up, though.
Yeah, he's fired up, though. Watch this. Yeah,
Yeah.
Just get that booyah.
And you can choose, like we said, which member of Deep Cut you want to bring in the exploration bot.
And you'll see that you've got support, right? Like, Big Man just jumping right in to, like, start the fight.
I would feel confident, too, if I was in a machine like that.
Yeah. And of course, this is a returning enemy, a scrapper, right? So you want to knock down its, take it down for a second with a shield and then get behind it. Because while it's driving at you, you can't really hit its weakness. I love these Tong Chum. Because much like the Chum prior, they just have more range. So they'll swing those tongs down on you. I also love how they walk. It makes me laugh every time. Alright, so we're coming up on our first treasure site here, and you're going to see that there are kind of beams of light in the air showing you where the treasure is. That one with the spiral on it will be the last one. But when you approach these, you're going to see that it's not just the enemies that are out here, they also got more.
Yeah, salmonids, a lot of their strength comes in numbers, I feel like. So if you see one salmonid, it's probably a lot more behind it.
Alright, now you cleared out those enemies there, you can go ahead and use the bot to drill. And that's going to give you some Spiralite shards. So that's a resource that's specific to the Spiralite Islands here, and that's going to help you upgrade some stuff back at the base.
Yeah, the upgrade loop is really kind of the most important part of this game, and you're going to need Spiralite to get a lot of it, so you definitely want to go out of your way to make sure you're picking some up.
You can see Jose just, what did you just do there?
Oh man, what did I
was
just do? That was a Baja. Yeah, look at that.
Because that was a wall that I think you could not have inked your way up that wall.
Yeah, I could not, yeah. But through the magic of the bot hop.
Yeah, and you can see we got some particular floaty physics here in the Spiralite Island, something keeping you in the air and afloat for a little bit longer than you normally would.
Yeah.
One tip though, don't transform or you fall like a stone.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And since you can call the bot to you at any time, call it over to you, it sort of allows you to not just have the bot as backup, but bring that bot hop in. Any number of situations.
Especially because of the nature of the combat, where you say it's like a numbers game where the salmonids are just swarming you. It's nice to be able to call the bot over and just do one of those big floaty jumps and kind of get out of trouble.
Yeah, get an aerial advantage. You see everything.
Yeah, I love too that when you call in the bot, there's a huge explosion of ink that follows, and he drops.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, super helpful to in a pinch. Let's press on. That's a stinger, and I know I showed you the bot hop, but these plants are really weird in that they also allow you to quickly jump into the air.
There you go.
Which can be super helpful if you're ever in a situation. And I turned this on thinking that this enemy would have kind of made its way up to me, but of course Big Man was on the case, so I didn't have anything to worry about there. But I'm going to get a little closer to that plant and do it again, just so you can see, when you get close to it, the leaf starts spinning some more, and when you jump, the second time, you get that similar effect with the floatiness. Same rule too, if you transform into your swim form, you drop straight down. So here's our second treasure site, and they're coming in. There goes the Quahog. Oh boy. Alright, I'm going to ask Big Man to get close. I like this bot buddy jump too, just because you're able to use it as an eject button. There you go. Oh, look at that.
We can see there Jose leveled up, so he's going to get some immediate boost to his stats.
Yeah, and you also will see that over time you get stronger as the game is obviously going to get more difficult as you play, but you also get stronger as well. So you kind of end up meeting the game kind of halfway. You'll see here we got another group of enemies coming up. I'm going to actually use this as a good spot to just, first of all, use my Spiralite to keep them back, then charge in to finish the job.
Yeah, the Splasher can make quick work of whole bunch of salmon in at once, which is nice.
Oh yeah. And we saw there the little kind of like crystallized yellow thing. That was material that you got from that enemy, and that's also going to be key for building stuff and upgrading stuff back at the base.
I feel like one thing to note too, Jose has done a really good job picking up all those drops. However, even if you don't pick them up, they're still yours to keep. So you'll still get them.
Yeah, any treasure that drops is yours in the game, regardless of if you complete the raid, which is really helpful. Yeah. Oh, so we're charged. You may have noticed we've been picking up those big orange looking eggs. Those are mega power eggs, and they charge a meter that now says it's charged. And if you've seen some prior trailers, you may have seen this before, but basically do a move called a showstopper.
I love the air horn.
And Big Man's showstopper specifically is for running into enemies. You want to slam into them, but you can also toss out those little manta rays. Yeah, we got it. All right.
Here's our last big treasure.
Yeah.
Big Man's gonna drill that.
We have luck.
Nice.
Alright, materials and a chest.
Alright, but we don't want to spoil it, so we're not going to take a look at the contents of the treasure chest right now, right?
Yeah. No.
We'll keep that a surprise for folks at home.
Yeah. But you know, that's our demo. Just wondering what else we have on store for folks.
Yeah, so there are a couple of other ways that you can kind of stay in tune with what's happening with Splatoon Raiders. One is an upcoming direct. You can learn more about the treasures and the gadgets and whatnot. Another is the Splatoon North America League playoffs. So if you're interested in that, please make sure to tune in.
And also, for fans of Splatoon 3, there's going to be a collaboration Splatfest with a theme featuring Splatoon Raiders. That's going to be the weekend of July 10th, so keep an eye out for that as well.
One thing though, something else is coming out with this game when it releases, the date that it releases.
Yes! Let me dramatically go off screen and then reappear with some gifts.
Give me gifts,
yeah.
please.
So we have a deep cut amiibo here. So we have Fry, Shiver, and Big Man. Do little squid hands.
Featuring their island outfits here.
So you can check them out here. And then I do want to call out Big Man's. The other side of some cool details.
I love it. I love his backpack. He's ready for anything.
Yeah, they also actually kind of fit together if so here.
Yeah, show us.
Yeah, so Big Man facing this way, and
nice.
these two here, well, doing a little bit of a bad job, but hopefully you can see that they kind of dock together.
They've been docked.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it a little more that way.
Nice.
I think I got it.
Good angle.
Yeah, all right, we made it.
That's the crew.
The final form.
Yeah, which is kind of a neat feature that they have.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna take this back.
Awesome.
And yeah, so these come out on July 23rd, which is also the release game of Splatoon Raiders. Thank you so much for watching. My name was Emily, and I was here today with Dutch, Morgan, and Jose. And don't go away. Please stay tuned on Nintendo Treehouse Live. Next up, we have is Rhythm Heaven Groove. Thank you so much.
Welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. My name is Kay, and I'm here with Lindsay, JC, and Bill, and we're going to play some Rhythm Heaven Groove. Let's just jump right in.
Interesting to see what it's like.
10, 9.
Considering this game was one time just like mega attractive in the middle.
Dang it!
Oh, this is
wow. This is not how we're supposed to start. You're making it look so easy, and it's really not.
That's insane. Okay, so what Bill basically, we're playing a game called Cake Weight, and Bill just pressed a button exactly to the 10th, 100th of a second.
Oh my gosh.
That's ridiculous.
Perfect
Right when we hit
Perfect
zero.
timing.
We'll redeem ourselves, but
Yeah.
this does mean that he'll get gold plate.
That's it. I mean, he does get a gold plate for getting that one, but we can't
Let's
let him
see
win.
you do it again.
Yeah,
Bill.
that's not happening twice. Like,
Yes.
this can't. Okay. All right, lock it. Hold on.
10,
Okay.
9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4.
Bill!
Oh my gosh. This cannot be happening.
These are the best scores I've ever had in this game. What are you doing to us?
And, have you been?
Have you been practicing?
What's happening here?
I haven't been practicing. I'm just really feeling the rhythm today.
That's you
Guys,
are feeling it.
guys,
This is true.
he's
Okay, we
beating-
can't let this happen.
Guys, he's beating us.
This is
No,
true.
we won't let this
no,
happen.
No, we're good. We're good.
It's okay. It's not over till it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, remember, hit it in 3.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Lindsay
all
got the
right.
snap. Plus
Oh.
0.
Wow.
At least he didn't sweep us.
Nice.
He did not.
Yes. All right, it's
That was
first of 3
pretty good.
wins, so we have a little bit more to go to try and prevent Bill from just absolutely cleaning our clocks here. So,
No. Eating all the cake to himself.
What? Is that cake?
I haven't seen that one before.
9,
Watch the jiggle.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
JC got the snap.
Yeah,
Minus
flying.
0.01.
Woo. There we go.
JC caught up to second place.
I mean,
Nibbling.
Oh, if this isn't a cake, I don't know what
This
is.
feels like a cake to me. Your chest matches it.
No pressure.
7,
All pressure.
5, 4, 3.
No!
I was really
Close.
late that time.
Close.
I was so early that time. I'm just so excited. Okay.
So good. Is that floating?
It's floating.
Oh
wait,
my
Lindsay's
gosh.
got 2.
You know, when cake's lighter than air.
Uh-oh.
All right.
A whole cake, not a slice.
I do love how your hair grows.
10, 9,
Rub it in.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Lindsay got the snap.
Oh.
Minus 0.01.
That was
Did you just get it? Is that
I
it?
think she just totally...
Wow.
Look at that.
I can't believe it.
And you get the jack.
I started off so strong.
Yeah, you were
I felt driven because All-Star and Love were in cake.
We were going easy on you, and then we were like, okay, shots fired. Here you go.
You went right out the gate, man.
Yeah.
Love from Mom. Everyone's times were so close, and your accuracy's wild, Bill. Amazing.
What a compliment.
Wow. We got called out.
What a compliment. So, yeah, so we're here with Rhythm Heaven Groove. It's a Nintendo Switch game. We're playing on the Nintendo Switch 2 currently. And, yeah, it's a game that challenges your internal sense of rhythm. Apparently, everyone was better at the internal rhythm than I was.
This time around.
I might need to
Get lucky.
Yeah.
I might need to redeem
There's just as
myself
much
here in a
luck as
minute.
skill here, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, the controls are relatively simple. But the main point is that you listen and you kind of lock in and you try to match the rhythm as best you can. So we were playing multiplayer mode. We're gonna switch to single player mode now and take a look at some of the single player games.
But we will come back to multiplayer again later.
We will.
will.
We've got to redeem ourselves.
Kay will get your revenge or vindication, one of the two. So as Kay mentioned, this is both a single and a multiplayer game. Right now we're going to hop into single player, which is really where you hone that internal sense of rhythm, and then you get to show it off once you go into multiplayer. So right now we're going to hop into Brawly Good Show, and actually, since you wanted to vindicate yourself,
I do, yes. Please show me, or let me show you that I'm actually good at this game, I promise.
You are actually good at this game, but let's first show off the tutorial because it's nice to be able to show kind of how simple some of these controls are and how to lock in, and really that it's a very accessible game.
And I think it's so cute too. So
it is.
Better get
go
some
through
And
it.
it feels like Seattle with all the rain here.
I know. It's like my happy place.
Press A to open it and down to close it. Try this flat motion around 5 times.
Yeah, so for this one, A will open the umbrella and down will close it. So you can use both of your hands to try and kind of lock into the rhythm.
Okay. Beep. Looks like everyone's got their umbrellas nice and closed. Beep. Oh, before I forget, Hold Y anytime during this practice to check out an example of the right timing. Beep.
So this is actually really new to the
Use
game,
it as much as
using
you
that
need.
example. So if you're someone who maybe isn't feeling the rhythm that day, or maybe you're just having trouble sort of getting into the groove, you can actually, during these tutorial sequences, hold Y for that example, and that'll show you how to get into that sequence, basically, for each
You're
game.
fourth in line, so keep that in mind.
So remember, you're the fourth to the right there.
I'm the blue umbrella.
Yes.
That's right.
So I'm actually going to start by holding Y to show the example right at the beginning.
I'm just going to jam out. It's great too, because even if someone else is playing, you can still, tap your foot or nod your head and just sort of keep the beat.
I think it's impossible to sit still while you play this game.
Oh, I can't. I'll sit there like groove at my desk while I'm playing a handheld.
Me too.
Well, and I think the important thing is also you don't want to sit still because it's less about what you're seeing on the screen and more about the rhythm that you're hearing and the rhythm that you're feeling.
Right, and it's just easier to lock into that rhythm if you're moving something, your foot, tapping your foot, bouncing your head,
tapping your finger,
swaying to the beat, You do you.
Let's move on. Beep. Open and close your umbrella in the correct order. Remember, you're fourth in line.
You really want to make sure that you're fourth in line. What's interesting is that if you do get a slightly offbeat, the game is very good at letting you know that you aren't quite right.
Just like that.
It's a pretty epic side eye. But you get different reactions depending on the game. Got a little bit of an eyebrow raise there, I think.
Shh. It's all been fun and games up till now, but once we get this started, I'm going to have to really lock in.
We got you covered.
There we go.
The rest is repetition. Press minus when
skip
you're
ahead
ready
without
to
minus
skip
button
to the
there.
real
All right,
performance.
we'll get started. Wish me luck, y'all.
You don't need luck, you got skill.
Indeed.
But in addition to that example, you also have things like a cafe and things like that. You can also look away if you're someone who's struggling. So there's a lot of different ways to sort of help you if you're having trouble progressing in the game.
I think what I also find fascinating is, not only are you kind of locking into the downbeat and you're tapping your foot, I see Kate tapping her foot now, which is good. We're all kind of grooving here at the same time. I also tend to think about these in terms of 4-beat kind of cycles or counts. So obviously, you'll kind of feel that there's, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and patterns repeat in this 4-bar pattern or 4-count pattern. So try to relate your downbeat to what count are we at, and listen to when the cues are coming in. You should be able to kind of make it easier. Nice.
Thank you.
Notice I waited. I like this again. Ah, it's good. Yeah, all coming at different times, right? There's like a single beat space between this, like right now, and this is also a pretty quicker one.
And then the green and the gutters kind of changing too, depending on how well you're doing. Those are kind of sort of those little visual distractions the game has as well. So if you're someone who's getting distracted, you can always sort of try to look away, things like that. Sometimes that'll help.
Sometimes I get distracted by how cute the visuals are, and then I'm like, oh, I am controlling one of these guys. You saw that happen just a few measures ago.
You just get in the zone.
I got in the zone. Yeah.
Really
It's
good.
really good.
The game
That's
is
harsh.
really positive.
I missed one, and it told me really good.
But the game itself is toned really positive. So
That's true. Yeah.
We already got our amazing. We're already amazing, right? But the Umbrella Act, it does have potential.
It does. I think
right.
it's your turn to show off, Lindsay.
Okay, I guess it is. Well, I'm going to show you my favorite one, which is one called Slice and Dice Kitchen. Now, you'll notice this one has a slightly different pace than Probably Did Show did. This is slightly further into the game, so it's a little more challenging.
And nothing for you to
Time
copy.
prep veggies to the beat.
You have to pay attention to the beat all on your own on this one.
Yeah,
That's right.
so this one has
Let's test
two
those
different
reflexes first.
audio cues. You're going to hear a hum, which means that I'm going to have to catch a tomato when she starts humming. And then there's actually a chimes, which indicates a consecutive catch. So you'll see like a pepper fly in and then 3 broccoli. So
right. So it's two different patterns, two different rhythms that you have to remember.
But I'm only using the A button to control. So
Right.
it's really kind of knowing those patterns and keeping an ear out for them. So I'm not going to be talking as much during this one, so I'm really hoping you guys can help cover that.
Sure.
Of
Oh,
course.
by the way,
There's one thing I wanted to show you guys during this, so I don't, bark my score here.
Alright, back to
This one
veggies.
is interesting because
Press A
if
to
you
catch them. The humming is
miss
a cue.
the vegetable, there's a little bit of a fun part with the cats on the ground here. So I want to show you what this
And
looks
yes,
like.
cats plural.
Okay.
So you get the idea. Now I'm going to skip ahead. Okay, so listen for that hum.
This is one of the most satisfying levels to get to do well because the beat is just really catchy. And I'll go around humming to myself like this for the rest of the day after playing this level.
Not gonna lie, I did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like the first time I played this, I could not get the song out of my head. And I think it speaks to just the quality of the music. It is so catchy.
I was actually humming it on my way to this room, so that may or may not have been because I've been practicing.
There was the 3 consecutive catch.
But you really have to lock in on this one.
Yeah. How many cats is she feeding though with all these?
Just gonna have to play and find out.
Doesn't it kind of drop this like a situation where like you think there's one cat and you realize there's 2?
There's at least 2.
And if there's more than that, doesn't that make her like one of those cat ladies? Like
She took out the other one on the counter.
Maybe she's just feeding the cats in the whole neighborhood. Yeah.
that is also true.
Yeah, one thing about the music is what's really different about Rhythm Heaven versus other sort of music games is really 2 things. And one is other music games, you're tending to try to match cues on screen that might be aligned to the chorus or aligned to a guitar riff or something like that. In this case, you're really trying to match the rhythm itself.
Right.
And that actually comes from one of the key producers of the game, which is Tsuku-san, he's a Japanese music producer. He's produced a number of J-pop acts, as well as having his own band way back when I lived in Japan. Very talented musician, but one who, as he works with other musicians, spends a great deal of time with them focusing on honing their rhythm. Because the better your sense of rhythm, the better a performer you are.
Right.
And so that is really kind of woven into both the catchiness of the music in Rhythm Heaven, but also just the game itself.
Right.
And Lindsay, amazing.
That was really, really
That was
good.
very nice job.
That was lots and lots of practice.
Hey, you made it seem effortless, so
Yeah.
Now I do want to point out that when we got amazing here, you also got a medal. That's something that'll figure into something that we'll talk about some other day. But definitely something to keep in mind as you're doing it. You do get different rankings as well. And I do love these little images that come out from each of
yeah,
those. Cute little hearts.
that's so cute.
Now there is actually over 80 different solo games in this one. There's also 30 or over 30 multiplayer, and they're all from different pools of games. But before we jump back into multiplayer, I kind of want to check out Fruit Flux. JC, I think you're the perfect person to do this one.
Yes.
I'm going to challenge you a little bit.
Yes, because I routinely flex in the office, just like this.
I mean, clearly.
And people are throwing fruit at you.
Yes, which...
That's a true secret. But especially because you're very musically inclined, I think that this would be a really good one to show off.
Well,
your
now you're
knowledge
just
of that.
setting it up. Now I'm just like, okay, well now I gotta, now I'm like, better take this seriously now. Okay, should I just skip and go right in?
What do you feel comfortable with?
Yeah, let's just rock with it. So I'm just gonna press the A button. I'm just gonna listen for some cues.
Yeah, so this one also has 2 different audio cues.
3 actually.
3 visual cues?
So there's actually 3 slightly different variations.
Right.
So you have the red apple, which is that double bump.
Right.
You have the green apples, which are consecutive bumps. And then in it here we'll actually get lemons, which are slightly different.
So if you're musically inclined at all, the apples are on the downbeat, and the lemons are, what did we say they were, triple or dotted? 8 notes?
Dotted, dotted 8 notes, I think. Yeah,
So
that's
it's a little bit more of a
notes.
syncopated rhythm than the apple, so it can trip you up if you're not really locked in. And this is also just another example of the different rhythms that'll come into play as you play the different levels, and some of them a lot easier to pay attention to if you close your eyes. and really listen.
Or at least look away a little bit.
Or look away.
That being said, though, I do love that seagull rocking out, and that seagull does sort of express disappointment or happiness depending on how well or poorly you do.
Nicely done.
Then you can get the local burst to play the ukulele.
It's a work in progress, I think. This is another one that's very satisfying to do well in, because the crowd will grow depending on how well you're doing. You got some fans back there.
You got fans.
I love the seagull.
Making you sweat a little bit.
You make me watch a seagull.
There's two of them.
You got some flowers growing too. Hula dancers back there.
Nice.
Nicely
Well
done.
played, sir. Well played.
Very well done.
Yeah, and what's interesting, now that I'm thinking about the rhythm, it's actually a little bit tighter for window because you hear the and that's like a 16th wide. That's going to be weird when someone clips that. It's there's a 16-note space between when you need to react to that, and then it's 3 16 notes or then after. So you have to kind of change your mind once you react to that sound. You're like,
You have to
kind of
get a sense
prepare.
for the gap of space before you actually have to hit the button.
Yeah.
This one is a little further in too. Like the game does a very good job on preparing you and preparing your sense of rhythm as you go through each of these games. You gradually build up that sense. So
Yeah.
you're not going to jump right into Fruit Flux here. Don't worry.
And that was a good, I think, indicator of like the variety of different types of mini games that they have and the different like button combinations that you have to press and like we've said, the different rhythm patterns. So there's just so much.
There is.
I don't think any two of the games are quite alike.
Yeah.
Are we going back to multiplayer now?
We're going back into multiplayer.
Okay, let's do this.
Because I feel like you wanted to vindicate yourself. Right?
Well, if I haven't already, gee, thanks.
I know, right? Okay.
So we're gonna go and set up for this multiplayer game, and then we'll go and play Tennis Quest.
Yes, we're going to hop into Tennis Quest and then one more.
Who are you playing with?
Okay.
So just make sure you get the same name and the same color.
Shall be.
I really wanted to be sidekick, but I will stick with Bill.
We might have to rock paper scissors for a sidekick, I'm afraid.
In multiplayer mode,
Next time,
anyone
next time,
can control
next
the
time.
menu. So please work together to choose a game.
All right. Now that we've got our name tags set up, let's
Hop on Tennis Quest here.
So tell us about Tennis Quest.
Now, Tennis Quest, we're all going to be using whatever that A equivalent button is on our controller, but we're rescuing a prince with the power of tennis, so to speak, where we are going to, I'll show you the tutorial here. We are going to hit the ball to the beat and try to hit enemies as they come in, and the enemies are all food-based, so hopefully everyone had lunch today. But as we defeat this smorgasbord of enemies, we'll try to get the main boss here.
Nice. It's worth mentioning that the closer you are to on beat, if you hit the beat perfectly, you can do a little bit of extra.
We're about to find out.
A little bit extra
Here's
damage.
some helpful info.
I will say this is one that really,
Hitting a ball with perfect accuracy
the
will create a
visual
second ball and
cues
hit
on
another
screen
target.
do a great job of getting me off beat.
They really try to distract you because it's very clever, and as you'll see, some of the creatures will be attacking are very cute.
Also, to point out, we're not actually in order.
We're
It's
not.
actually randomly ordered. So it's really important to know which character you are.
And also, if you're on the end, you're at a little bit of a disadvantage because you have to.
Extra practice. There we go.
There you go.
You got it.
Bill's
on
on
it
today.
Bill.
Look at that.
Bill's on
Perfect
today.
accuracy.
I suspect that I'm going to be bouncing back and forth between good accuracy and not so good accuracy.
We'll just make you do most of the talking from here on out.
I agree with this. I agree with this.
And to your point, this is like, this is a co-op game. We're going to help each other. So, unlike the first game we played, the multiplayer, this is co-op. So,
Yeah, so if you have someone on the team who's really good at hitting exactly on the beat, they can help you take out your monster even if you keep whiffing.
All right, guys, I believe in you.
Okay.
I trust you.
This is the Marin Kingdom.
It happens.
Oh, you know, it makes me feel better when you flub a shot, Casey. Nice.
Oh, see, look at that.
That's really difficult to do, actually.
Yeah,
I can't
that's
believe
not
you just did
easy.
that.
You all nailed it.
Oh, then I did that. I told you.
It's still really important to be on beat with this one.
Clearly.
And as you can see, the characters on screen are sort of going for it. Oh, it's the crowd.
Oh, that was me. See what I mean about being on the end?
It's coming after me. Save me, Bill.
That might be a risky proposition.
Oh, we did. See, you got it.
Oh, no.
Oh. Dr. Lindsay. Calm down. We're good. We're good. Yeah, it is.
Kind of just like picture us all be hopping forward as we do this. Jeez,
Oh no.
Nice, nice.
Like I
Shrimp
said, I
fried
am on
chicken.
and then I am off.
That's okay. It's all part of the music anyway.
And again, this is cooperative too, so we can hear each other when we're off and talking.
Oh. You know, it's like a music teacher will say, you know, it's never how much you flub, it's always how you respond. So.
Yeah, that's true. Get back on the beat.
Yeah, you'll never know.
Nice.
Oh, so good.
We practiced a little bit, haven't we?
We did all right. We did all right.
Yeah.
Had a scary moment there in the middle, but
Yeah, look out because at the boss, the tempo changes just slightly here.
yeah, it sure does.
Oh yeah, tempo does change a bit.
It's a little slower.
It's a little slower, but it's also subdivided a little different.